Hello and welcome to this review of Fundador, Brandy Fundador.
Brandy.
Now this is an old company called Pedro Domecq. Pedro Domecq was a French guy who immigrated to Spain next door.
Wait, a French guy with a name like Pedro?
Domecq.
Vote for Pedro.
Well, he might have adopted a Spanish name for Peter, but he immigrated to Spain and he started a brandy company, and like he had taken it over. He started making this in like the 1870s. The distillery is 1730, but I think the Pedro Domecq is like 1874. It's Brandy de Jerez. It's in an area called Jerez, Spain. And this is a Solera reserve. Solera means they stack 10 barrels up.
Is somebody out walking in the rain?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't recognize that person. But all right. So a Solera is they stack 10 barrels up on an angle, and the first barrel they might fill it with brandy, and a year later they'll take the second barrel and fill it with brandy and dump some of that in the first, and they keep going up the line. So every year they'll tip the barrel and pour and tip and pour and tip and pour and tip and pour. So it might go on for 100 years. So the bottom barrel might have brandies that's over 100 years old. So they can't give an age statement because they don't know how old it is. That's what the Solera method means. So it's an old brand and it's produced in Spain.
So basically brandy is liquor made from grapes.
Yeah, it's like whiskey made from grapes instead of whiskey made from grain.
Right.
And they make wine and then they take the wine and turn it into liquor. All right, so here's the liquor glass. And I do see this around from time to time. I've never seen it in my town, but I've seen it in my Jefferson parish. And I bought this bottle at a place called Standard Discount. All right. They have many brandies that they make. Some are extremely expensive.
All right, so the alcohol on the nose is pungent. You smell it, it just goes right up into your nose.
Yeah, it's sort of like they took raisins and made like a raisins thing that you put in the oven, like a pastry they put in the oven.
Yeah, but you can't smell on it. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna burn the hairs in your nostrils.
I find brandy has very strong raisin notes, either golden raisins, you know, the yellow raisins, or the dark raisins. I just find brandy is very raisiny. Because it makes sense, because raisins are grapes that are dried in the sun, and brandy is grapes that are made into wine and then distilled into a liquor. Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
You never had this one.
No, I have not.
You weren't familiar with Pedro Domecq.
No.
Okay. All right, taste time. And it's tan color, like whiskey. Yeah. Tastes like sun-made golden raisins. You get the grape leaves too.
It does. It tastes like raisins. Grape. It's hot. Man, it's hot. That heat went into the back of my nose and then down the back. It was like every orifice in the back of your tongue that it could attack. It just went all over the place.
So it has no age statement. Like I said, it could have young brandy in it, but it's very unlikely that it would have young brandy.
It's old. Young.
Yeah, because it's at the bottom of the barrel. It's at the bottom of the rack.
Yeah, this has definitely got some elderliness to it. So
these are oftentimes used for cooking, so people buy brandy for different.
I'm getting the wood aspect off of it.
There's a lot of wood, a lot of oak.
It's almost like some form of like a grappa.
Well, that's like the unaged, but they
No, grappa is what they use all the whatever's left over that they can't use on wines. It could be vines, stuff like that they may use.
Oh, you're saying this is the refuse.
To make it kind of like have an earthy tone to it.
So
Other than that, it's crisp, it's clean, it tastes really good. There's a slight candy, almost kind of like a butterscotch feel to it, but not a flavor.
Now, then this company makes some very long aged, like they do have age stated brandies. They have some 20 year, 25 year, 30 year, but they're not going to be, I think I paid $12 for this bottle. They're not going to be $12.
No, they're going to be several thousands.
Or at least hundreds. Yeah, they have some really high hat products, but this is their basic product. This is their flagship, as they call it, flagship. So Pedro Domecq. Now,
so you know the reasons why the prices go up, because they become rare and it's such a cost for them to sit on those. So that's why those prices become so high.
yeah, oh yeah, time is money. And then, and interestingly, in 1973, Pedro Domecq expanded and built a distillery in Mexico, and they introduced a product called Brandy Presidente. And you can see it's got the same crest, the shield with the hat, the knight's helmet. And this is Casa Pedro Domecq imported Mexican brandy, and you said it smelled the same as the other one.
I thought it did.
And it's 40% alcohol. It says product made with 100% grapes. They got this little insignia here showing that it's not got any filler in it. 100% grape, no filler. Because you know some tequilas they'll add filler, like sugarcane liquor. But it says aged in oak barrels and flavor and made it ideal for mixing or by itself. So one day you'll have to try this one and see what you think about it relative to the
maybe that one day is now.
Oh yeah, I mean you could try it now, but I mean it's up to you. But we could wait and do another duo on the Presidente.
Let's wait.
It's probably going to be very similar.
Yeah.
But
like I said, they smell almost exactly the same.
all right, so how do you score the Fundador? The Fundador Solera Reserva.
I'm gonna give this a 97. It's really good.
Really? So if you see it, you'll buy it.
Yes. If I see it, I'll buy it. It's really good. I like that you don't know the age statements, but the whole process, as you explain on how they make it, that there's a little of this and a little of that and a little of this and a little of that.
Yeah, well, they just keep dumping the barrels, so you can't have an age statement.
You know, once you get past the whole like alcohol attacking your tonsils and your sinuses, and you let it go down, you get past the hug. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's smooth.
Yeah, and this is not a product that we normally see in Louisiana, so I don't know why it just suddenly showed up as a discount, but when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. You know, it was a good price. You know, I think it might, I was saying, I think it was $20.99. I'm pretty sure it was $20.99, but I knew that it was a well-known product, and I thought I was getting my money's worth, but whatever, it wasn't expensive. It was not. I know what the price for the Presidente was because I bought it at Star, and it was $13.99. I remember that was definitely $13.99. So anyway, all right. Well, folks, thanks for watching. I'm going to go with 95. I'm not going to go 97, but I'll say 95 is the most excellent product. I would love to try all their high-hat, expensive ones, but I've never seen them. So even it's not a matter of not wanting to pay for it, although I probably wouldn't want to pay for it. I don't see them, you know. But Total Wine might have them. I don't find Total Wine's brandy areas like too expensive, but they do have a pretty good amount. All right, well, thank you, and we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Spain, to Jerez, Spain, and take a distillery tour. And they do give tours.
Drink better